Okay, so today we'll talk about OpenCode. It's basically a coding agent and it's very powerful. It's getting very popular. So today we'll see how to install it, how to set it up, and how to build a cool application with it. OpenCode is really changing the game because it's open source, so you can customize it and there are no paywalls. You can also use any model with it, so you can always have the best LLM on your system. And you can use any editor, whether it's VS Code, Cursor, Windsurf, and it's privacy first, so all of your data is going to remain on your machine. Now we're going to install it, so I'll copy the npm command, open a new terminal, and paste the command. Now we'll try to call OpenCode. And it's working. Now my OpenCode Zen account is connected already, but if you need to add a new provider, you can just type connect. And here you can choose Anthropic, Copilot, OpenAI. Now once your provider is connected, then you can go ahead and choose your model. So today I'll use Claude Opus 4.5 because I want to have a real comparison between Claude Code and OpenCode. But you can potentially choose any model, especially with the OpenCode Zen account. Here you have Gemini, ChatGPT. Now, once you chose the model, you can go ahead and even choose a new theme, for example. Now we have the OpenCode theme, but there are a bunch of cool themes, like today I'll use Night Owl. And you can resume an old conversation with OpenCode by typing sessions. Then you select your conversation and you're back. Now, a few days ago, I had an idea. I think it would be cool to have a dashboard where you can see all the most popular tools and the most powerful models. So today we'll try to build it. I prepared a command. It created a to-do list. Let's see how much it will cost. I think about $7. Now it's installing all the packages. So the UI is actually very polished, probably even better than Claude Code, because there is no flickering. But I don't see much updates about what it's doing, so I'll give 1 point to Claude Code and 1 to OpenCode. I'd like to see something more detailed than just build. But maybe there is a verbose flag somewhere. I don't know. Now it's creating the mock data. Now it's creating the components. Let's see if we can one-shot the application. Actually, often there are issues with animations, so we'll see. Now it's building the features and we are at about $2. Now it's creating the app component. It's fixing some errors that came up. Yeah, actually I noticed that AI is not very good with using the motion library. I don't know why. Now it's testing the application. There are more errors. And now the build is successful. Okay, so we're good to go. Let's try to test the application. Before running the application, we'll see what packages it used, because you never know. Like, there are a bunch of malicious packages, but usually there are no issues. It looks fine, huh? So I'll go ahead and run npm run dev. Port 5173. Let's open it. And it looks like it built a lot of stuff, but some style is not being applied, that's for sure. So I'll say the style is all messed up. Okay, so Tailwind v4 has a different configuration. So now here I factor some of the code. I see some changes on the background. The CSS bundle is much larger, but I mean, we need it, so. Now it should be good to go. We spent $4.50 for it, and it's looking good. It's actually very polished. Cool to see. We have some empty space that we need to fix, that's for sure. But overall, it almost one-shotted this, so well done. Now let's say at the left side, no, I mean, there is empty space. There is space for another card on the left side. So I did not understand. I'm going to explain better the issue. Let's see what it's going to do. I don't know if it's going to understand. We'll see. Okay, so now it understood the issue. Let's see what's the result. It looks better. And I really like these diagrams. They're very intuitive, and it's a great way to represent the benchmarks of a model. Now, the second part is going to be to fetch the data. I think I'll have to run internal benchmarks for this. I cannot just copy paste benchmarks because I don't think it's legal at all. So I'll do it by myself. This section is also really cool. We can't really see the names here though. So I'll say on the iTools dashboard, we can't see the names of the tools. Now you could be a lot more specific and it's going to work better. For example, in this case, I could have said, I can't see the names because there are too many elements inside the card, so there is not enough space. But it looks like it understood the situation, so I think it fixed the issue. Let's try to check. And here we are. Much better. Now if I click here, nothing happens, but it's okay. If I click here, it's going to scroll down very smoothly. The search bar is not working, but also there is nothing to search at the moment. Overall, I really like the result. I think it looks really good. Now I'm checking the code. It created all the features. It's using Lucid for some components. Now, before publishing an application built with AI, it's fundamental to review all the code, because there could be data leaks, security issues, harder with a client, but eventually we're gonna need a server. So if we build a server with AI, it's critical to check all the code. Most of the times there are no big issues, but sometimes there are, so the risk is real. Now I'll initialize a repository. Then I'll set the branch to main. Then I'm going to add all the changes because we have a git ignore already. Then I'll create the commit. Now I add the origin. And finally we push. I made a typo. Okay, so there was no repository. Now I'll go ahead and run a git push again. And it pushed. So the application is built. Overall, the experience with OpenCode was great. It's really amazing because you can use different models. But if you stick with Opus 4.5, then it's still better to use Claude Code because the tokens are way cheaper. My name is Riccardo, and if you want to see more AI tutorials, subscribe to the channel.